All right, thank you so much and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Nicotech from Nicotech Solution. Today, I want to take you through a very simple and a very common Excel formula and Excel data analytical part of it so that you can be able to work around the very simple formula to solve a very small problem. Welcome back again, and kindly, if you come across such a video, kindly leave a comment, just subscribe and turn on the notification button for more updates from Nicotech Solution. Thank you so much. Now let's back to our our workings here. Now I have a presentation here. I have some data here that we want to use some questions to solve certain problems in this particular data here. So I have a school. I've been presented some data by one of the school teacher to do some analysis using the provided problems, using the provided problems here to come up with a comprehensive report that will be used to present to the school principal. And one of the questions that we've been asked to find out through using the data that we have is use an appropriate formula to calculate the total marks scored by each student. Very good. Now, this is the sample data. Yeah, this is the data. And we've been told to use any appropriate formula to find out the total marks scored by each student. Now, this is very logical. Like for you to get the total marks scored by a student in each subject, it is always obvious that we use a sum function or rather a sum formula. So what do we do? It is you can approach it in two ways. Number one, for you to insert any function in Excel, you must start with an equal sign. Once you insert an equal sign, that simply means you're directing you are informing Excel that this is the kind of operation that I want to do in Excel. Excellent. So we can say 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60 now to get the total scored by the student. Excellent. So this is one of the approach or an appropriate formula that we can use, or rather we can use a sum function. Again, we have a function that is available in Excel that is called sum. To total certain sum of to sum the range of data. What we do there, we say equal sum. Once we type the sum there, we double click this particular function. This is what we earn. Among the many available option, we select the one. This is the one that is appropriate for us. We double click, and then now we put the sum range. This is the range that we want to do the summation, and then you close the parenthesis. Now this is the we've highlighted. This is indicating or rather showing Excel that this is the range of summation. This is the range of cells that we want Excel to do the summation. And then what do? You just click enter and run. Make sure you duplicate the formula across the other rows. So what do we do to duplicate? You just come here and make sure it has indicated the black plus sign, and then you drag it down. Excellent. Now we've already calculated the totals for each student. Excellent. Now number two, we've been told to use appropriate formula to calculate the total. This is just but the repetition of the first question. Now we've solved that. Number two. Number three, use appropriate function to rank the student basing on their average marks. Excellent. Now we want to find what we call the average. What is an average? Average is the total sum divided by the number of count. For example, here, how many subjects do we have? Can we count the number of subjects? The number of subjects here are 6. You can see on my bottom button here, we have count 6 here. Down here, you can see we have 6 count. So what is the total score? The total score is 210. So what do? We say equal to this divided by the total number of marks, that is 6. We divide by 6 and then we put enter. So this is to mean if at all on average the number, so John was to get 35 marks each and every subject. So that is the case, and then what do we do again? We duplicate the formula down the data. Now and then, but another question that we've been told is to rank who is the top ranking student here. But again, we've just ranked the student, and then now we'll later on see how to rank the student based on the average scores. Another question: find the maximum marks for physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. Now, what does my teacher want me to do is to find what we call the maximum marks for physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. Now, let's come to mathematics. Mathematics is here. And then what we say equal to maximum. What do we call max? That is a function that is available. And then now we put the data range, then we close the parenthesis, we say enter. So the maximum score is 90 here. So if you come and see what is the highest score here, you can see this is 20, 50, 55. You can see the highest score is this one. So for you to get for the whole subjects, you just click duplicate the formula across the data. So in each and for Kiswahili, the maximum score is 90, 97, 100, 100, and 99. Excellent. Now we've been told again to find, let's put here maximum. And then now the teacher wants us to find the minimum score per student. The minimum is the least. So what do? We say the minimum. We just put the mini sign, minimum, and then we select the data range, that is the data range, and then we close the parenthesis, we put enter. Now the least score here is 10. You can see from the data here, the least score is 10. So what do we do again? We duplicate the data, or rather the formula, across the columns, the subjects. Another question that the examiner wants us to see is use the conditional formatting to shade the cell for which the average is greater than 60 with red. So what this is another more or rather little of advanced Excel procedure, or rather approach, that the examiner wants us to shade all using what we call the conditional formatting to shade the cell for which the average is greater than 60. So if any subject is greater than 60, then the Excel should automatically highlight it red. Average is greater than 60. Now, what is the average here? This is what we find the average. And now, if any average is greater than 60, for example, this is greater than 60, this is greater than 60, this is greater than 60, this is greater than 60. So rather than for us to automate it without using the manual approach, you can do manually like that, shading it by red, anything but that is greater than 60. But what the examiner wants us to do is just to highlight, right? To highlight anything that is greater than the cell that is greater than 60. So what do? This is the conditional formatting is here. Then we highlight a cell that is greater than 60. We just type 60 here and then we say okay. So you can clearly see it has been highlighted automatically by Excel with red any average score that is above 60. Now, arrange the name in order of Z to A. Now, we've been told to arrange the data. So, before arranging the data, we first put what we call, we first put what we call, let me remove these ones and put them down here so that it can be, now we want to do what we call sorting. So, we come to data here, we sort here. Now, what we want to sort is by student. These are the student. From what to what, we've been told from Z to A. We just click there and arrange. So it is starting with Wanjoi, Peter Omore to Eric. Using the name and total score, create a 3D cluster column chart with visual effects. Now, we've been told again, using the total score, this is the total score by student, to create what we call a 3D 3D cluster column chart for visual with visual effects. Excellent. Now, this is just to put what we call a visualization of our data. We select the student, we select the total marks, and then we insert what we call the 3D. The 3D. We've been told to select the 3D chart presentation with what we call the visual effects. So this is the one. This is the one that the examiner wants us to do. Excellent. This is the chart that we have currently in our so it is starting from Wanjoi and extra. So we've done with that, then now we print our work. So thanks so much, guys. I have a lot of videos that I've done around maximum and how to analyze very simple data in Excel. So for more videos, kindly link, double click the subscription button for more updates of this. You can also go through my videos and find out the best video that I've done that will help you do, or rather do, very simple calculation around this particular exercise. Thank you so much. Kindly don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks and bye bye. See you in the next episode.